The great Joe Benigno, WFAN legend, Oh the Pain podcast. Joe, great to see you.
Hey guys, Moose, Nelson, it's always a pleasure. Pumped up. I got to tell you, man, it's been quite a time over the last few weeks. There's no doubt about it.
No question. All right, let's start with the Knicks. You're wearing the hat, love it. What did you think of last night, and how do you think this series plays out?
Look, I'll tell you right now, one thing that we found out about this team, if you didn't know it already, this team has big gallones. They are a tough-minded group, and they are led by one of the top players in the game, Jalen Brunson. And you know what? No matter what, he is not going to allow them to lose this series. And you saw it again last night, 44 points. He was unbelievable. He had 28 points in the first half. He was back. He's healthy. I mean, look, let's be honest, he hasn't really been healthy since the first game of the series. He got hurt in game 2. He still had 29 points and led him to the win, had the big second half. He was not healthy in Indianapolis, and he was last night. And you got it from everybody. You guys were talking about it. Isaiah Hartenstein, who I thought really set the tone on the glass, 12 offensive rebounds, 17 rebounds. McBride starting, Thibodeau, they're starting to start McBride, a brilliant idea. McBride had a great game, 17 points, big defense in this game. You talked about Alec Burks coming off the bench. This guy was in the witness protection program for basically the entire year.
Yes.
And in the biggest games of the year now for this team, here he is getting the job done. And God knows they need him. I mean, you're basically looking at a 7-man rotation right now for this team. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, don't expect to see Anunoby anytime. Even when I'm not even going to say if, when they get to the series against the Celtics, I like this guy's a terrific player. All they do is win when he plays, but he's always hurt. Always. You can't count on him because of that. So I don't expect to see Anunoby certainly in the rest of this series. And I don't expect to see him for the rest of the year, to be very honest.
Joe, the guy that you can definitely count on, Jalen Brunson, in this playoff run, where does it rank all time when it comes to sports performances in New York?
Well, look, I think Brunson has already established himself as one of the great Knicks of all time. Look, he's gone by Carmelo, flew by him. He's basically a combination of Clyde Frazier and Bernard King. I mean, that's really what he is. You know, a tremendous, great point guard and a great scorer. He's the combination of both. I think he's closing in quickly on the all-time Knick pecking order on Patrick Ewing. He's closing in on him quickly. I said this the other day. Moose, you tell me, you answer this. Nelson, you answer this. In all due respect to Patrick, with a big game on the line, who do you want taking the shot? Jalen Brunson or Patrick Ewing?
No, Brunson.
Yeah.
No question.
All right, Joey, let's talk a little Rangers hockey. They've lost 2 straight. Big game tomorrow night in Raleigh, Game 6. Do you think this gets to a 7th game, or do you think the Blue Shirts close it out tomorrow night?
You know, they've had such a great year. I'm a little concerned, I got to say. I mean, what I saw the other night, you could see it. Game 4, they certainly could have won Game 4. There's no doubt about it. Lindgren took a bad penalty at the end of the game. Lafreniere, who was great in that game, he scored a goal, hit a couple posts. Kako hit a post. But in Game 5, you could see right from the jump that they were in trouble. And the fact that they were holding on to that 1-0 lead, that speaks volumes about how great Shesterkin is. But Shesterkin can't do it alone. And right now, they're not getting it from the big guys. Panarin stunk the last 2 games. Kreider's done nothing. Zibanejad's done nothing. Trocheck's done nothing. These guys got to step up and get it done now. And they have to do it on 5-on-5. They can't rely constantly on the power play. I mean, they just can't. I mean, they're 0 for their last 11, as great as they've been on the power play. The way they've been playing on 5-on-5, I'd almost rather see them, playing on a penalty kill. They got a better chance to score on a penalty kill right now than they do on 5-on-5. But look, they were the best team all year. Yeah. Every time they had to answer the bell for a big moment, they did. And I think they'll do it again here. Hopefully they'll end it tomorrow night. I think they'll get it done in Game 7 if it comes down to that. But look, home ice in hockey means very, very little. I mean, you see it in the Bruin-Florida series. You see it in all these series. There's no reason. The Rangers won Game 3 there. There's no reason. They won a Game 7 in Carolina 2 years ago. There's no reason they can't win tomorrow night in Carolina.